Welcome to Headphone News, Science and Technology Edition for Friday, December 20th, 2024. In today's episode, we will quickly cover 10 news articles in 10 minutes. Let's dive in.
SoftwareOne's bold acquisition of Crayon Group. Swiss technology firm SoftwareOne is making waves with its bold decision to acquire Norway's Crayon Group for $1.4 billion. This deal involves a combination of shares and cash, with SoftwareOne offering 172.50 Norwegian krone per share, which is 36% higher than Crayon's recent price. Following the announcement, SoftwareOne shares jumped by 10.75%, while Crayon shares fell by 5.3%. The merger is expected to generate around 1.6 billion Swiss francs in total income, roughly $1.8 billion US dollars. The new company aims to achieve cost savings of 80 to 100 million Swiss francs within 18 months. This acquisition highlights a significant trend in the tech industry, where companies are merging and forming strategic partnerships to strengthen their positions in the market. This exciting development could reshape the technology landscape, making it a story worth keeping an eye on.
Apple's AI talks in China. Apple is diving into exciting talks with Tencent and ByteDance, the parent company of TikTok, to add AI features to iPhones sold in China. This move aims to boost Apple's offerings in a fiercely competitive market. Recently, Apple started using OpenAI's ChatGPT in its devices, allowing Siri to better answer user questions. However, ChatGPT isn't available in China due to strict regulations. These negotiations with Tencent and ByteDance are crucial for Apple as it faces challenges in the world's largest smartphone market. Reports show that Apple briefly fell out of the top 5 smartphone vendors in the second quarter of 2024, although it bounced back in the third quarter. Still, Apple's smartphone sales in China saw a slight drop of 0.3% compared to last year, while local rival Huawei enjoyed an impressive 42% increase in sales. The stock market reacted to these developments, with Baidu's shares dropping by 4.2% and Tencent's shares rising by 2.3%. The outcome of Apple's discussions could significantly influence its future in China. Will Apple regain its footing in this competitive landscape?
5.4 magnitude earthquake strikes the Philippines. A 5.4 magnitude earthquake rocked the Philippines on December 19, 2024, at 7:22 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. The quake center was located in the heart of the archipelago, about 6 miles deep. Known for its seismic activity due to the Pacific Ring of Fire, the Philippines is no stranger to earthquakes. While this tremor may not have caused widespread damage, it has sparked urgent safety discussions among residents. People living in earthquake-prone areas are reminded to follow safety measures, like taking cover during shaking. Local authorities are ready to assess the situation and activate emergency response plans. This event highlights the critical importance of being prepared for natural disasters. Are you ready for the unexpected?
Lumen Technologies sells consumer fiber operations. Lumen Technologies, a major player in the telecom industry based in Monroe, Louisiana, is making a bold move by selling its consumer fiber operations. This decision aims to cut down a hefty debt of $18.1 billion and shift focus toward more profitable areas, especially in artificial intelligence. The sale is expected to bring in between $6 billion and $9 billion. Currently, Lumen serves 4.1 million fiber-enabled locations, with fiber broadband making up 40% of its revenue from mass markets. Recent contracts with big names like Microsoft highlight Lumen's strategy to adapt to the ever-changing demands of the market. This sale follows a series of significant changes for Lumen, including a major merger with Level 3 Communications in 2017, valued at $25 billion. By selling its consumer fiber unit, Lumen is not just changing its business model, it's positioning itself to thrive in the evolving landscape of telecommunications.
Cyber attack on Ukraine's state registries. A bold and alarming cyber attack hit Ukraine's state registries on December 19, 2024. Deputy Prime Minister Ole Stefanishyna described it as the largest external cyber attack in recent memory. This incident disrupted crucial government services, forcing the Ministry of Justice of Ukraine to temporarily suspend operations. The attack underscores the rising tensions between Ukraine and Russia, especially following Russia's annexation of Crimea in 2014. Cyber warfare is increasingly becoming a common tactic in global conflicts, posing serious risks to national security. The Ukrainian government is working diligently to restore affected systems and enhance cybersecurity measures. As the international community closely monitors the situation, this incident raises important questions about the future of relations between Russia and Western nations. What implications does this have for the security landscape in the region?
U.S. investigation into Nvidia's chip exports to China. The U.S. Department of Commerce has launched an investigation into Nvidia, a top maker of graphics processing units and AI chips. This inquiry is focused on how Nvidia's products have found their way to China over the past year. Amid growing national security concerns, the Biden administration has tightened rules on technology exports to China, including an expanded ban on high-end AI chips earlier this year. Nvidia has asked its distributors, like Supermicro Computer and Dell Technologies, to check their customers in Southeast Asia to ensure they are following the rules. Reports suggest that some Chinese universities and research institutes have acquired Nvidia chips through resellers, raising serious concerns about potential violations. The U.S. has restricted computer chip exports to 140 companies, reflecting a broader strategy to limit China's access to advanced technology. This investigation highlights the ongoing tensions in U.S.-China relations and underscores the critical importance of protecting national security. What could this mean for the future of technology exports and the global tech landscape?
Putin's accusation against Google. Vladimir Putin has sharply criticized Google, claiming it is being used by the U.S. government. He specifically pointed out YouTube for reportedly slowing down internet speeds in Russia. This accusation comes amid rising tensions between the Russian government and foreign tech companies. YouTube is a daily staple for about 50 million Russians. Since the Ukraine conflict began in February 2022, the platform has blocked over 1,000 channels and more than 5.5 million videos that the Russian government finds offensive. Putin stressed that foreign tech companies must follow Russian laws and avoid political manipulation. These actions by the Kremlin raise serious concerns about freedom of expression and access to information in Russia.
U.S. sanctions on Iran and Houthi entities. On December 19, 2024, the United States took decisive action by imposing new sanctions on Iran and Houthi-related entities in Yemen. These sanctions target 3 ships involved in the trade of Iranian oil and petrochemicals, which generate billions of dollars for Iran's leadership. The U.S. aims to disrupt Iran's financial systems that support its nuclear program and military activities. The affected vessels include the Djibouti-flagged MS Enola, owned by Journey Investment Company, as well as the San Marino-flagged MS Angiai and Panama-flagged MS Millenia, both managed by Rose Shipping Limited. Additionally, 12 individuals linked to the Houthi group face sanctions, including Hashim Ismail Ali Ahmad al-Madani, the head of the Houthi-aligned central bank in Sana'a, Yemen. These actions highlight the ongoing tensions in the Middle East and the intricate political landscape of the region. What could this mean for the future of U.S.-Iran relations?
Shifts in global trade. A whirlwind of changes is sweeping through global trade as international conflicts, climate change, and new technologies take center stage. The COVID-19 pandemic has exposed weaknesses in supply chains, prompting countries to rethink their trade partnerships. With protectionism on the rise, nations are focusing more on their own economic interests. Climate change is pushing us toward eco-friendly practices in trade, while innovations like AI and blockchain are boosting efficiency in logistics. As we move closer to 2024, groups of countries are forming regional trade alliances, and production facilities are shifting closer to home. These changes highlight the growing importance of sustainability, security, and efficiency in the ever-evolving landscape of global trade.
Rising competition in the obesity medication sector. The rivalry in the obesity medication sector is heating up as Novo Nordisk and Eli Lilly face new challenges. Since Novo Nordisk's Ozempic diabetes treatment was approved in the United States in 2017, regulators in countries like Bangladesh, Laos, Russia, and Paraguay have greenlit 22 medications containing its main ingredient. At the same time, 7 versions of Eli Lilly's drugs have also been approved in Bangladesh. This increase in available medications is expected to lower prices for obesity treatments, which is crucial as over 1 billion people worldwide struggle with obesity. BMO Capital Markets predicts that annual sales of obesity medications could soar to $150 billion by 2033. Both companies are ramping up their manufacturing to meet the growing demand. The competition is particularly intense in developing markets like Laos and Bangladesh, known for their expanding pharmaceutical industries. The rise of generic medications raises important questions about medical availability and the future of new medication development. The outcomes of this rivalry will significantly impact consumers and the pharmaceutical industry for years to come.
That is all the news for today. Thank you for listening to today's Headphone News. News summary brought to you by AI.